lit up. Now it's lit up.
I was waiting for it to go, so you don't have to wait for it to go through its...
This is Michael Gervais with Michelangelo's Plumbing. It is June 18th, 2018. We're attempting to perform a video sewer inspection through the 2-inch kitchen sink clean out. We ran a test on the other 2-inch clean out in front of the front bathroom right at the front of the house, and we were unable to make the turns. So we're going to attempt to run the mini camera through this 2-inch clean out and attempt to get all the way out to the city sewer from here. And we are right back behind the kitchen area. And that's our clean out right behind the kitchen window. And that's our gate that's going to, excuse me, had the camera upside down. That's the gate going toward the backyard. And this is going along the side of the house. And we're going to begin running through this 2-inch clean out and attempt to get out to the city sewer. And we are at 573 Alameda St, Alta, California, 91001. And we're going to zero out our camera at this time and put our monitor on. Okay, we've got our camera zeroed out and we have our monitor on. We're going to begin running in just a moment. And we have a 2-inch cast iron kitchen sink drain line that we're going to be running through, and it all depends on what the turns are like, whether we can or cannot get through the line and into the city sewer. We're going to begin running. We're going through this 2-inch cast iron drain line, and so far so good. We're able to get through. We got a pretty good amount of buildup in the 2-inch kitchen sink drain line. We're going to have to run out a little bit, and then hopefully we'll hit some water and be able to rinse the line off. Or we may be able to run some water. I'm going to try and run some water real quick with a hose. See if we can rinse that camera lens off so we can see what's going on the way out. Trying to run through a kitchen sink drain line is difficult because you get quite a bit of buildup and debris in the line. Going all the way. There you go. Okay, now we can see a whole lot better. We're just going to keep the water running for a moment right now. Help us push our camera out. It appears that we're in the waistline now. We've increased to a larger line. Here's where we're going to run across the house toward the bathroom areas. I'm going to pause for a moment. And we're going to move our camera monitor into us a little bit. we're going to go out front and try and locate where we're at right now. So yeah, just pause our audio for a moment. We located that area at 4'4" out in the front yard. And we're going to continue to run in. Try and see if we can reach the city sewer. Here's that we're down in the lateral now. Heading out toward the street. I think we got so much dust on that we can't see it or what?
Can't see it.
I don't know what the hell's up. Okay, we're a little bit shy of the city sewer. Now we're going to try and pull back, and we're going to try and run through with our large camera and see if we can get our large camera through. We've opened this line up quite a bit with the camera head, and also with running water. Hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit better. I'm just going to pull all the way back. Can't get the film off this camera lens anyways to see real great. So we're going to try the other one now. Shit, give me some battery quick. Okay, we're going to pause for a moment, try and switch cameras. See if we can get through with a large camera. No, where's the battery?
Don't have them.
Oh, bullshit.
Is there a bag in there with them?
Yeah, fuck.
Here, I'll get them. They're buried in there.
No, it's too late. See if we can plug in. Where's the plug?
There's a plug in the laundry room right here.
It's gonna be out. Give me the keys. The 2-prong in there.
Where we done?
Right back behind the plastic bin. Do we not lose it? Yep. Yeah. They have green. They have green. Okay, so these thin ones. Super thin. Thinnest ones are dead. Okay. Good boy.
We need to get it on the shelf.
Huh?
I said we need to get it on the
Oh,
shelf.
that's fine.
Put an inverter
But
in it.
what? Oh, yeah, but you know what? We don't have one today.
No, I know. That's why I ran it. I didn't want to wait for it to die. So
I
I
know,
figured
but
we'd
that's
get
what I
it
was
quick.
saying. We had them. I brought them. You're not going to go without batteries.
Yeah. I didn't see this morning put batteries in there. I
No,
dug
they've been
around a
in
little
there.
bit and then
We haven't used them.
I figured out.
They were sitting behind the bin.
This doesn't have a plug? Or does?
Yeah, it does. But you have to use the other box too. It has a plug.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So it catch 22 on all of them.
Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to think of the quickest way of power
I know you were. I know you were.
without trying to lose it, and then I could have dug.
I know.
I got another stick just in case too.
Hopefully we don't need it. Hopefully we get this under. I don't know what's up with this one. We gotta figure this out. Get this thing up again. This is real pain. This is some stupid technology there. Try it again. What it says. 99%. Dirty ass rag. I need to get some clean rags on this truck. I know I got them. I had a bag.
I brought
That's
one
all right.
with me.
I don't know where it is. I don't have that one. More than one rag. This is a new one? Right?
That's our 200 footer.
This is not the new one then. You're gonna grab the one with the new camera lens.
That's only 170 feet. This was more than that one, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I mean,
You're right. Can't do it. Might be hard to do. Okay. And we're gonna try running through. Get this thing clean out again. And we cannot get through. Okay, go try it. You can try it, but I don't think we're going to get through there. We're going to try and run some water to see if it'll help us push through the turn with our big camera.
No, hang on.
Pausing my call. Unfortunately, we cannot get our large camera through this clean out opening. So we're going to take a look up on the roof and see if we can get through the roof vent. Grab the gloves. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We tried everything we possibly could.
Boy.
We need to see about going on the roof.
Okay.
Roof vent. That's weird. The camera too big or the pipe's too small? Pipes are too small and won't quite reach the city sewer from there. I don't know if there's vents. Let's go look on the back side. We need to go through a roof vent probably.
I'll open the gate.
Okay, thank you. Take a look real quick, see what we can do.
Alright, thank you.
We can look back here to see if we have a roof vent to go through. Things probably going to offset like crazy.
closing the door on you so the dog doesn't come in.
Yeah, of course.
Go from right here if you want. We have we just need a nail. We're gonna go where we have a nail spot where it's good solid.
You're gonna lean it on. That's why I say going up there is lower, not on low, but there's no gutter on the side of the patio.
Oh, on the side way over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'll
Yeah.
lean into a
Well, we just put it where there's a nail. That's on a support,
right.
so it's solid there. But that's okay. We'll go there. I'd rather go over there.
It's,
I don't want to ding this up or anything
yeah,
else.
that's what I was thinking.
Generally, it doesn't. Not when you're on a support, but you never know.
My solar system, that's dusty. They get out of it dusty, we live in a nice desert.
Oh, I know. Let me go get I gotta go get the other cable too. Go ahead, let's do this one first. Okay, tuck it. Okay. How's that, Lucia? So snatched.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like that. Hard to do. Either way, gotta get that 200 footer right here. The 2 or 100? No, 176.
176 is the one that's in there that's marked with the green. Well, that's that one. This is 100.
Need 176. It's nice and crispy, fucking clear. Going from that one. We're saving. Hopefully, we're saving about 25 feet, so we might make it. Or you want to try it? Come on, come on. Just try it. Let me get up there. Yeah. Yeah, we'd be saving 40 feet. Go over here. My right, turn it around. There you go. Gotcha. I got it. about some rags? Yeah, hold on. Thank you. Okay, we're on top of the roof, and we're going to try and run through this 3-inch vent if possible. It's probably offset more than likely, but we're going to see if we can run through and get out to the city sewer at one turn. Okay, we got around the turns. Now we're pushing out. And let's see what we got here. Looks like we have another turn. And we do have another turn. Let's try and push through. Oh no, cannot make it. Cannot get through this vent. Too many turns. And a cast iron turn at that. Will not go. Going to move over to the other side of the roof, and we're going to check that 2-inch vent on the other side of the roof and see if we can get through. Pause for a moment. We're going to attempt to go through a 2-inch vent. If it's straight down, we might have some luck, possibly. And we're all set on this one. Let's take a look at another couple vents. We're going to try through 1.5 inches. If it drops straight down into a 2, we might get lucky, but our camera won't make that one. Going to try another one. make that one as well. I'm going to try one more. Nope. I'll make that one. I'm going to try 1.5 inches on this side. I don't think we're going to get through. We're going to take a look. And it will not go through. Pause for a moment again. fast 90s. Okay, can't make these turns as well on the side of the house. It's a line coming from the pool drain line into the sewer. Cannot make this turn. Okay, we're going to try one more time from the kitchen sink clean out. See if we can do anything. Gonna pause for a moment. Okay, so we are running out through the kitchen sink drain line. Hopefully, okay, so we are continuing to run out now. Running out our cast iron, and now looks like we may be transitioning to orange, or excuse me, vitreous clay coming out the side bathroom area. We have a crack right here, which we're going to stop. We're going to locate this crack real quick. Okay, we marked this area out. There's a crack in the piping, a break in the piping and root intrusion. This is in the backyard at 2 foot 10 inches deep, right outside the back door. The line comes out the back and then comes across and then makes a turn and comes down the side. And we've got another area right here as well. We'll mark this area. We've got another crack in the line and some root intrusion. The line, it appears more than likely
you've got. Have a look.
Okay, we've marked this area in the back as well, 2 foot 10 inches deep. And then we have another joint right past it. We're not going to mark every single joint. We have another joint here that's cracked, pretty bad crack, coming apart. That's got root intrusion, and that's right next to it. We're going to go down a little bit further. That joint doesn't appear to be in too bad a condition. We're going to come down to our turn. Now we're making a turn. We've got an offset here, a pretty good offset right there
You left something inside your.
in the clay. We can't really see the joint that great because we're in the turn. And I got a pretty good offset here, pretty big offset right there. See the whole face of the pipe on the left, but you don't see anything on the right. You come down a little bit further. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm going out. A little offset there, going back in. So we have one crack here. We have another crack there. Going into the next joint. That joint doesn't look terrible there. Joint looks to be pretty good. A little offset here, and you got a crack in that pipe as well, but not terrible at this point. You got an offset right there. And we got another joint here with a pretty good crack right there, all the way around. There's the joint, as you can see, right to the right of the screen, right to the edge of the screen, right there. And then you go in a little bit, about another inch or two. You got a pretty good crack right there. We're going to make a turn. We're going to be coming down the side now. Got a little offset right there and a shift in the pipe. And you got roots coming into the back of that. As we make the turn, you can see roots there right off to the right a little tiny bit, not a lot, but coming in from the back of that fitting right there. Now we're going to be dropping down, making a turn. We get a little offset right there in the pipe. A little bit of an offset right there, but not terrible. Down to the next joint. And we got an offset in that joint. See the whole face of the pipe on the left. But again, not terrible. We don't have major root intrusions or major break in it at that point. That joint's got a crack in it. You can see about from the 12 o'clock area to about the 3 o'clock area. And down at the bottom at about the 9 o'clock area to about the 7 o'clock area. Got a crack in that joint. That joint looks to be in fairly good condition. Now we're coming down the side of the house where the kitchen is. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of an offset, a little shift in the pipe, not terrible. That joint's got a little bit of a shift, but not terrible as well. Still looks to be in fair condition. That joint 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 looks to be in fair condition. So far it's only some of the fittings in the back that we have an issue with. That joint looks to be in fair condition. That joint looks to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. We're going to run some water and attempt to get all the way out, and then we'll pull back slowly back to this 135 foot mark. Go. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Good. We're going to push out rather quickly and try and get all the way out, and then we'll view the joints on the way back as well. A little bit of shift in that joint, but not terrible. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. Now we're at 162. We got water behind us, so we're going to push out the rest of the way. And then we're going to pause for a moment, and we'll pull back after and look at the joints. We're not really going to be able to see them too well as we're running out with the water running, but we need the water running to be able to see what we've got, be able to get out far enough. And that's our drop to our city sewer right there. Okay, so we're going to shut our water off now. Going to pause for a few moments, let it settle, then we'll pull back and we'll look at the other joints. Okay, take a few minutes. Most of them are just back here.
Yeah?
Not too bad.
So it's coming this way
Yeah.
and then doubles.
Comes out because there were tanks in the back there. That's me.
Okay.
That's me.
Go ahead. No, don't worry.
There's let me pause the microphone for a moment. Okay, we've run out as far as we could possibly run out, and we are right at the city sewer tie-in. I see the lip of it at the top of the screen right as we make our turn, and that's our drop to the city sewer. The one joint in front of us appears to be in fair condition, a little tiny bit of an offset, but not bad at all. Now we're going to begin pulling back, and we'll take a look at all the joints. We looked at all the joints up to about 162 feet. A little bit of overpour, a little bit of slag, concrete slag right there. Looks to be in fair condition. That joint, same thing, looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks fine. That joint looks to be in good condition. Got a ridge going around that piping. Looked like it may have been a crack, but it's not. We've just got a ridge around the pipe. That pipe's got some overpour concrete slag. That joint looks to be in good condition. Pulling back. A little tiny bit of an offset, some concrete slag, not terrible. Still looks to be in good condition right there. That joint's got a little tiny bit of an offset. No breaks. Nothing terrible that we can see. No major root intrusions. Still looks to be in maintainable condition. That joint, same thing, little concrete slag overpour. Still look to be in good condition. That joint looks good, and this is our 4 to 6 inch transition. Has a little tiny bit of minor roots coming through, but that's in maintainable condition. That can be treated with a chemical called Root-X if need be. Right now it doesn't need anything. It may take a long time before anything needs to be done there. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, that joint looks to be in good condition. And the majority of the joints on the way back look to be in good condition. We looked at all of these on the way out. That joint's got a little tiny bit of an offset, very minor. Still looks to be in good condition. That joint looks good. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. Minor offset there. Minor offset at that joint, very minor. Looks to be in good condition. No major root intrusions, no breaks. That joint looks to be in good condition. 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 That's an inlet there. That looks to be in good condition. That joint 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 looks to be in pretty good condition at this time. As I said, most of these joints look to be in pretty good condition until we get to the back, and then we have a few cracked joints. That joint looks to be in good condition. 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 That joint looks fine. That joint's got a little bit of an offset to it, but no major breaks. Still in maintainable condition. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. Making a turn. Had a little offset at that joint. See the face of the pipe right there, but still looks to be in pretty good condition. Making our turn. A little offset in that joint too, but still in fair condition. Still maintainable. Now we do have a crack right here. We're going to mark this area. I believe we've already marked it, but we're going to take another look.
Trees or vegetation under there, roots.
Yeah.
Where do they come from?
That palm tree.
Way over here.
It's hard to tell if there's more trees back there. They grow.
They go over. Oh, wow.
So we marked this area at 3 foot 2 inches deep. And now we have water running. We're going to pull back just a tiny bit so we can show the homeowner what the joint looks like, where we have more roots in. See this one was really cracked. Right here, it's cracked all the way around here, and there's roots growing in at the top right there.
I see you got the cheapy equipment, huh?
Yeah. Cheap as they can get, right?
Amazing.
Let's see. We had another one further out, I think.
Huh?
Looks good.
Just those two cameras and,
Big spool, small spool, monitoring this.
That one's,
get that head to go like this.
that one's cracked in here, all the way around this. That way it's kind of hard to see a little bit now we're in the water. It was more pronounced back this way. See, like right here. So that root's growing in here. That one's cracked pretty good inside. You can see where it's shifting, where you could take your nail and chip across it where it's starting to come apart. Let me mark that one. That one looks to be pretty good, and then we make our turn. And I think right after the turn we had one or two joints as well, possibly. Can't remember for sure. No, I think it was there. That was it. It's just out there. We're back into the cast iron. We're back into cast iron, going back up underneath the house. So you have those marked. Was there 4?
There's 4.
Yeah.
4. Yep.
Yeah, 4 joints on that line. Just right in there. That's the only section that's really bad.
The water flow's fine, but
Yeah, oh yeah. The rest of it looks to be in pretty good condition. So now we're pulling back up. We're in the cast iron, going back up underneath the house. And the cast iron's got some buildup in it, which is common, but it's still flowing good. At this time, I wouldn't even recommend hydrojetting or anything else. Everything looks to be flowing pretty decent. Hydrojetting is good to clean pipes out, but it can also do more damage. So it's best, if it's flowing good, leave it alone. Okay, oh, sorry. Pull that out. Now we're pulling it out of the opening and concluding our video sewer inspection. Let's get this